This morning at approximately 7:37 a.m., we had a Sears radio activation at the high school, which indicated an active shooter situation. An officer first arrived within 7 minutes of that activation and located multiple gunshot victims. We're still unclear of exactly how many are injured or what the extent of those are, but we're working on that right now. There is no further danger to the public. The community is safe. We're just now working backwards, trying to figure out everything that happened and make notifications. There'll be another update later on today. It's still very early. This happened at approximately 7:37 this morning. School didn't start yet, luckily, so there was very few students and faculty in the building, which I think contributed to a good outcome in that sense. But we'll have more information later on this afternoon. We will not be releasing any more information in the meantime. So please be patient with us so that we can talk with these victims and their families and try and figure out what happened. We won't be answering any questions today either, or right now. We'll let you know later on this afternoon, what time we'll be meeting back with you again, and we hope to provide more detail then.
So can we, just to be clear, you don't have a number of people who were injured in this?
We're still working on that.
Have you identified the shooter?
Yes.
What's their current status? Are they alive? Or...
We'll get to that later on this afternoon.
Can you confirm if the shooter was a student at the school?
I can't confirm that right now.
Can you confirm any deaths?
Is there
No,
a
not right now.
reunification center for families and students right now?
Great point. The reunification center has already been established, and that most of those, I think all the kids have been reunified already. So we're good in that area. Thank you.
Were there any faculty members that were hurt?
I can't answer that question yet.
Have you made any apprehensions or arrests?
Can't answer that question yet either.
We'll take no further questions at this time. We'll see you this afternoon.
Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
I will let you know. We don't know.
Iowa Department of Public Safety will push out a message as far as location and time of the next press conference.
Okay.
So if you go to the Iowa Department of Public Safety website, it'll be posted there probably
Shortly after noon.
I'm sorry.
Any surveillance video available?
There's nothing more that we're going to be able to answer right now.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
back.
The breaking news out of Iowa, we just heard from law enforcement there confirming a shooting at the Perry High School. They got word of it at about 7:37 a.m. local time. Police arrived 7 minutes later and found multiple shooting victims. No word on how many or the condition of the people who were shot there, although they make clear there is no current danger to the community. In other words, it's a secure situation, no ongoing threat.
They did say, too, that they had identified the shooter, but we have no details on who that was, whether they were related to the school in any kind of way. CNN producer Aaron Pellish is there for us now. He's been taking these pictures for us, so thank you and your team for that. And obviously the candidates are in town, and there are a lot of people in town, reporters in town, and producers in town, because that is where Vivek Ramaswamy was today. He's already tweeted out that he sent his prayers to the community and to the high school there in Perry. Aaron, what are you seeing at this hour, and did anything strike you from the press conference that you were videotaping?
Yeah, Sarah, it's a very calm scene here. It seems like, as Dallas County Sheriff's Department said in their press conference just a minute ago, that they have this scene under control here. A lot of law enforcement still on the ground here. A lot of media here, obviously, covering developments as they still unfold. One of the things that struck me, as we heard from the Dallas County Sheriff, is that they got reports from the incident at 7:37 a.m. local time that there was a shooting incident at the school, and as we heard, multiple gunshot victims. I was driving up here, as you mentioned, for a Vivek Ramaswamy event that was taking place in town around 10. The event was scheduled for around 9 o'clock local time, and so I was driving up here in between 8 and 9 o'clock heading towards the event, and saw dozens of law enforcement, emergency medical personnel from all across central Iowa, state troopers, Polk County, which is the county that Des Moines is in, Dallas County, Greene County, a nearby county in Iowa, Urbandale Police we've seen on site, West Des Moines Police we've seen on site. So law enforcement from all over the place responding within the hour to this incident. And as you said, Sarah, we're still learning more from law enforcement here.
Aaron, I know that you sort of just got into town the last couple of days, but I'm wondering if you know the hospital, the one that I found that was a Trauma One center was all the way in Des Moines, which is a 40-minute drive. Did you notice or see anything closer, just a hospital, because gunshot wounds require such intense care?
Sarah, it's hard to say. I'm not as familiar with the state as some others. You know, I've spent a lot of time here covering political events, but luckily for me, I have not spent a lot of time at the hospital. But Des Moines is the largest city all around. We've talked about it on air recently, previously. This town is a very small town, less than 8,000 people. Des Moines is the capital of the state. It's about 30 to 45 minutes away, and so those facilities I imagine would be the nearest by. And as I was driving up here, as I said earlier, as I was driving up here to cover the Vivek Ramaswamy event, just in the last couple of hours, we saw EMTs, ambulances driving away from Perry, Iowa, towards Des Moines. So that is, in all likelihood, the direction they were headed.